Okay, we have got a real treat here. This is the cream of the crop. This is the most precious. This is the whole reason anybody would have a set of limited edition Dark Tower books. This is the Gunslinger #1 limited edition, signed by the author and the artist. There are only 500 of these that were done, and this is part of the matching set of number 180. So this one, so let's go through this. It has just a very plain, unassuming uh, gray slipcase. I always wonder, I doubt they knew at the time when this was done how big Stephen King would become and how much this would mean to so many people. So I just wonder if they did the slipcase just with nothing fancy on it because they were just like, let's just make a regular slipcase. So let's take this out here. Oh, yes. So it's got the outside, it's got a Mylar protection on it, which is wonderful. To keep those slipcases, to keep the dust jackets in good condition. These dust jackets are very valuable. They're very limited, of course, with the book. But let's take this off and have a look at the slipcase. Okay, there's the full slipcase. This image, this drawing is kind of what I always envision the Dark Tower to be when I think of the writings. It's amazing. Let's come in here to the inner. You'll see here that it has the pricing of the trade edition of this of $20 and then the limited edition of 60. You know, back in 1982 when this was first done, that was a pretty good amount of money. It's got the introduction. It's got the ISBN number, of course, printed by Grant. Over here, it has Conan. I guess I should do some research on that. Why in the crap does it say Conan on the back there? But I guess it's Grant advertising another series of books inside of Stephen King's book, which I find pretty pretty interesting. Maybe that's how Stephen King was able to get this done at a cheaper price. Was they were able to advertise one of their other authors there. So that's a kind of an interesting little tidbit there. Let's get that there, nice and safe. So on the outside, it's just a kind of an off-white, again, kind of a grainy cloth on the outside. Has the bullets. Of course, Roland's sword of choice is the bullet. And then on the outside, just Grant and that. So let's take a look inside here. Of course, it's got the introduction of Jake and his young sire. All right, here is the page that makes it all worth it. There it is. The limited Grant edition says, this special edition of Dark Tower, The Gunslinger, is limited to 500 copies, signed by the author and the artist. And we've got Stephen King and Michael Whelan there. Just love that. I just love that at some point Stephen King actually was touching this. He was pretty new in his career, so I think that this was probably relatively exciting for him, something that was probably memorable as he's gone on in his career. You know, he's begun such a big name. I think that him doing things like this probably has become more of a standard fare for him. But let's go through the artwork real quick. Now, boy, the artwork in this, this is still the artwork that I associate with the Gunslinger. Some of these drawings are in later books also. They're repeated, they're recopied. But there's Roland doing his thing with his guns. There's the hanging. Now, I remember when I read this, I probably read this probably in 1989 or so. So I was a senior, about 17 years old, and I didn't understand this book at all. It just really confused me. Look at that beautiful artwork. The greens in that one are just really cool. Yeah, I didn't understand this book at all. All I kind of remember is that Roland shot a lot, and then there was some kid that I think died at the end, but it didn't make any sense to me. This book to me was always kind of very abstract, even reading as an adult. It's a very odd, kind of disjointed series. There's the boy falling to his death. Uh, but after this one, the later books, especially the Drawing of the Three and the Wastelands, just fell in love with this series. So there it is. That is the picture of all Roland seeking the Dark Tower, always a step away. Once he gets there, well, let's find out what gets there. I'm not going to give away the ending to any of you guys. So there it is, the back cover, same picture as the front. So this book is just, I love it. I'm so happy to have this. It's a dream come true to have this, especially in a matching set. I do have a couple of first editions of this, but they're not signed. I've had those for 25 years, and those were amazing. But having this one along with the matching set, just it's a dream come true. So, to all you Stephen King fans out there, hope you enjoyed that. Let's put this back into the case. Always hard to get these on without doing any damage. Let's get that in there. So there we go. Let's get this baby boxed up. Again, that top little corner there always kind of gets me. But there you go, folks. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did.